Hey guys, TheChrisD here again, welcome back to Novgorod. And no, it is not April Fool's Day of 1707, we really do have our trade capital here in the White Sea. Moved along just to get an idea of how far along we are, and not too bad, although we still have to try and kick England out of here by quite a bit. And I hope that once our lights... Trade power 167.5, even though our ships should be able to offer 200, but of course I literally just upgraded them so they don't exactly have any power here. Also, they're gonna eat up all the sailors, aren't they? Yeah. Something I wish didn't happen. I wish sailors were preserved when you upgraded boats like that. But yeah, it's gonna be something we're gonna have to do. We need to make sure England is the fuck out of here, which mostly will pretty much mean that we're going to have to embargo them once the truce expires. Also, White Sea is just a little bit behind English Channel and Genoa as of yet, although as I stated before, I don't know if White Sea counts as having the highest value just by being the total, because technically it's the highest total value, but I think it factors in more of the current active value. We'll figure it out anyway, but mostly it'll come from, you know, getting more trade from all the way down here. But we'll see what we can get. Anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, we're going to need some more boats and everything up here, and we need to get everything back around here. We need to get rid of England out of our node, and oh boy, you're suddenly getting a lot. Oh yeah, because yeah, the boats are kind of busy. Yeah, so a lot of the income up here is kind of dependent on these boats here. If anything, I'd almost tell them to screw the heavies, keep the heavies mothballed. You know what, keep these heavies, keep them mothballed. They want to repair to 25 by all means, but I'm going to leave these guys here. Also, Spain's no longer a valid rival. Oh my god. Really? Wow. Alright, well, who are valid rivals? Apparently I can have 3. Oh hey, Persia. Well, since they decided to fuck me over, I'm going to do that. You may be hostile to me. Well, guess what? I think you're a perfect rival now, Persia. Even though we had 100. Even though we had 100 trust. But no, you decided you were going to be a douche nozzle. Also, ooh, France, Bohemia is at war with France. While France is attacking Cornwall. Wait, Bohemia was allied with England? Yes, they were. That's bizarre. Why would they ally England? But alright, whatever. So we're getting more conversions. Let me just get those relations improved, although I'm not sure if they're going to stay for much longer. And the last one to get done. And the main thing I want to do is, again, get England the fuck out of here. Which basically means ensuring their trade power gets killed, if at all possible. But I'm going to need the rest of these lights to finish repairing. It'll take a few months. We won't be making as much money. I say as much, like we're kind of worrying on that money. France was discovered building a spy network, whatever. The big thing I need to do is ensure that if GB has... We'll see if I have no navy, which... they're down a bit on the heavies. Although apparently they can still get a hell of a lot more boats than what I could possibly bring together. Really, I just need to embargo them, and once I get rid of them... Oh, they're not even allied with Austria anymore. Oh, they rivaled Austria. Oh right, they've always been rivaled with Austria. Yeah, I believe once that truce expires, I think I'm just going to straight up embargo them. Yes, it costs me in trade efficiency, but it should get them the hell out of here enough that I might be able to get to my 90%. Then I can focus on actually keeping the money up here. As for stuff here, yeah, we're up to 100 now, and the tech has caught up, and a bit of colonial enthusiasm as well. Anyway, West Tunguska is going to finish soon, so we could take the guy out of Obdorsk. And I guess we'll move you along to Angara here. Just get some more land together. Also, the peasants, they're still wanting to rise up in Kazakh, and Timmy peasants aren't even a thing, really. It's just Kazakh peasants. I don't need to core, so... I really do want to core, but nah, we'll just keep going. I need to finish off expansion, and then we gotta core a lot of things, but let's finish off expansion, get that global trade power, That global trade power will be a big help around here. Also, the lights are back. 84%. Perfect. That's a lot better. I think maybe the embargo might work. Oh. Gonna hold you for a bit. Just in case I need the stability off of you. Oh, God. I doubt I will, but you never know. Well, of course, the court painters always show up when I have max fucking... when I have max stability. Okay, 3 of those. Done. Get them done. No. You know, screw it. Just decline your services. I mean, it's nice that you showed up, but I'm kinda not necessary right now. Also, how many sailors would you need? 3,000. You know what? You guys can unmothball. It's not necessary for you guys to remain mothballed because the light's upgraded. Just gonna core that first. You guys can move along to the next province, and then as soon as you're done there, we're gonna move along a little further still. Ducat is... oh, it's this one. So yes. Oh wow, that's a big one. You guys 214, and just go try and kill them. Emphasis on the try. They were big. Why is that? Looks like... no, they were just kind of normal for the unrest. It might have been because of the size or the development of the province. Yeah, 26 dev, that might be why. Is that truce with England? That is a truce with England. 84%. England, I don't care if this... oh, I need a diplomat. You know what, I've got enough in Yaren. Damn it, 3 months. I could probably do with a 4th diplomat. It seems a bit late though to be rushing to pick up a 4th diplomat. But I really feel like I need one right about now. Okay, did that one finish? Not just yet. But yeah, I will be embargoing the English once I get the opportunity to, and once I get a diplomat to do so. And hopefully we get them the hell out of my trade node. I'm not sure what it's going to do to value. We're still a couple of ducats behind. Although, removing them out of here might remove this 9 ducats that goes to the North Sea, which they then send to the channel. Austria's declared on the kebab again. Watch them call me in almost immediately, and I won't be surprised if they do. Here, have an embargo, you. No colonist. Oh, right, the colonist isn't available. Yes, move along. Bursting 2 heretics. Last heresy to convert. So now we just see how that affects our power here. 89%. Oh, that is annoying. Oh, I had to get them out of it. Yeah. Oh, and all the sailors are gone because you guys have been eating up all the freaking sailors. It's not like I can spam in any extra... I don't have a leader slot available as well, because I'd put an admiral here. Because a little tiny bit of admiral maneuver would help. What if we could develop around here? We could develop a bit around here, but what have I got spare? Other than, well, more dip. Those are expensive enough to develop around here, and I can't even develop you any further. I guess that's as much as I can do, and I'm already out of fucking points. Just cut them off. That's not going to affect the base trade power all that much, I don't think. No, it's still 89. We're on that fine line here. 89%. It has hit 1 of 2. It is now the highest value node in the world. Also, they embargoed me back, but we're not rivals. That's not going to affect me much here, because, yeah, that did nothing. That did literally nothing. They have no power here to be able to embargo me from. Fyodor, no, we need more bureaucrats, please. 89%, so 55.5, it is it's the most powerful in the world. We just need to get them the fuck out of it. 68 dip would be able to, I could then improve over here. Get more of all this. What about changing the culture? Because non-accepted culture does not reduce trade power. No? Local autonomy reduces trade power, but not the other stuff. And tempted to pull this land from the clergy and give it to the merchants instead. If I can pull this land from the clergy and give it to the merchants. just to ensure that I get everything I can get out of it. Yeah, nothing from the clergy, all goes to the merchants. This entire area is all merchants. And you guys... Oh, Cheriton has a seat in Parliament, great. Well, that didn't help very much. Can I have some other, like, poo land over here? There, clergy. I gave all the fur to the merchants over here, didn't I? That was cloths, maybe. Maybe that was a bad idea as well. Here, clergy, 111 salt. That's a 112, never mind. Yeah, more 111 in wool. Ooh, yeah, 111 in wool. Like they're gonna want anything. Naval supplies. More wool. You already have all this wool. And you have all this. You don't have this wool. You want this wool, you have that wool. Any more of these? Clergy. Alright. Seat in Parliament. Seats. Stuff around here. Clergy. They're happy? They're happy now. I was going to give them that 221. There you go. Is that enough trade power? I mean, we're hitting this fine line of trying to get that extra tiny percentage. When you're playing with numbers like this, it's a really fine line. I had enough of a problem with this trying to do it in the Venetian Sea run, which trying to get the flat 90% in those things, it was like, oh god, that was a pain. So yeah, we just need more trade power in our nodes that we can't get right now. I mean, all I can do is, you know, everywhere has a stock exchange, so really it's just a case of I have to develop it. I have to develop this land to get more trade power out of it. I guess that's the real thing I'm going to be doing, because at least while I'm waiting on sailors, that's all I can do. Unless I want to try and gain more stuff up here, but I can't really. I just need that teeny bit more. I suppose as our prestige and stability goes up, it should help here. Really, I just need to kill all that, or rush to the end, rush to competitive merchants. And we can get them the hell out of my trade node. Because that's what it's going to be. Rushing to more merchants, getting them the hell out of my trade node. And sticking these guys back together with the lights. So that when they do come back together. Here we go. Not stick here in the White Sea, please. Keep going. Can't afford to drop you guys anywhere. 621. Oh boy, and it's not like I can get extra stability as well. So what can I do? Protect my brethren. Spain's valid for rival of rival now? Yeah, that's actually doable. Let's try that then. Not that they can really do much. I mean, you can see they're only odds with the Pope and Ndongo, and I don't think France cares about killing the Pope very much. And yeah, as much as I want to continue over here, I only have... Oh, what happened to Bohemia? Oh, we had annulled treaties. Someone kicked their ass, so now there's no... So now we have annulled treaties. I mean, they would re-ally. Yeah, the trust is like through the roof. I think it's also because they got wrecked so much. What about... Russia and Holland considered the same 49 provinces to be of... What? Holland, your ambitions are stupid. Your ambitions are crazily stupid. Well, it's the same with France. In fact, I think everyone over here is suddenly considering all of these provinces to be of vital interest. I mean, it's annoying. Stop considering these provinces to be of vital interest. You're never going to get them. AI. Italian engineer, sure, I'll take the mill. Altdorf's a bit to finish. So you can, I guess, fill in more like here. Altdorf is going to finish soon enough anyway. Oh yeah, I could also just declare on Persia. Actually, am I allowed to declare on Persia? I can't declare on Yarkand directly because that counts as a truce. But I do have to, I do have to declare on Yarkand. I can't declare on Persia and get stuff off of Yarkand because they're just going to be honourable people. Is that going to give me enough trade power? Probably not. I mean, it pushes that up to near max. What's that going to be? Plus 15% trade power from that being maxed out. Still not there. We're like, oh, so close. Okay, we court Obdorsk. That means you're getting your ass down here again, aren't you? Yep. Well, I guess the only thing I could do now is develop this. 90%! That was it! It came down to one point of development. It really came down to a fucking point of development. There we go. 90%, 600. Oh, that was... Wow. That was crazy stupid. If I'm perfectly honest, that is really crazily stupid. It took development, and it was on the crux of needing 1 point of development, which gave me enough bonus trade power. I mean, I'm just comparing the difference here. This is a 4 development. Is there 3 development? Yes, there is. So that goes from to coastal adds 25% though. I need to factor that in. But basically, that went from 2 points. I wouldn't even know what that meant from. 0.6 controlled by plus stock exchange 175 plus 250. So whatever it was, 0.2 plus all the modifiers became the difference between having 89 and 90% in this province because of that friggin' Muscovy Trade Company bullshit. That's what it came down to. Well, I don't know if I could say that's anticlimactic or not, but that's it. That's the achievement. That's frozen assets. To think we started from a thing around here, completely outnumbered and outgunned, and we are now fucking gigantic. Development nearly over 1800 development. I should probably look at my total development. Yep, biggest development in the world. Massive treasury, but don't have anywhere near the... Despite all that, still don't have anywhere near the income of France, because they get a shit ton from tariffs and war rats and gold. Where do they have all that gold? Oh, they have the Spanish gold now, don't they? And then we get a shit ton more from tax, so I make all of it from production and trade. Look at my treasury, it is just crazy how big my treasury is. Are they really making that much from no, it's not Toledo. Where is it? La Mancha. Really? They're making... There's only 1.38 ducats, and yet they're making that per year. I guess that's what 7 base production does. It makes you nearly 50 ducats a year. I mean, compare that to my Bashgird. Where is my Bashgird? Bashgird. There you are. We're on to Bashgird, which makes me 7.2 from 1 development. So if I times that by 7... Yeah, considering I also have more goods produced here as it is. So that's, yeah, 7.2 times that by 7. Yeah, that would be making me like 50 ducats. 50 ducats a year, which kind of makes a bit of sense here. Yeah, okay. About the same. I think, does France even have any other gold out there? Apart from that. No, hang on. Trade goods. Trade goods. Find the gold. Portuguese Peru. Unless they have it all around here. There's a bunch of Kilwa. No, they don't. Alright. Well, that was... Oh, that's painful. That took a while. That definitely took a while to get. And the question is, do I always want to keep going and like make this, just try and make this the biggest fucking trade node possible? I mean, the White Sea. I mean, seriously, the White fucking Sea. I'd make more money if I just put it back to Novgorod, because all this money and all these light ships I'm wasting here, I could just tell them to feck off. Come around here. We'll take all the extra bonus power here in Novgorod. We'll have all the boats here, and there we go. We'll just keep all of it here. Nothing will leave. Nothing will leave here, and those 60 ducats, which go down to 118, will become a hell of a lot more. I don't know. Sometimes I want to finish out these runs by getting them all the way to 1821, but I'm not sure if I really need to, and you know, it's not like I'm going to catch up with Frenchie and score. I'd have to like kill Frenchie to do that. Although, second, first, fourth, second. Yeah, my dip is behind because I need so much more of a fleet. There's just no fleet around here. You're not going to get a fleet around as Russia. I mean, your ports are here, here, and maybe here. You're not going to get a fleet unless you start taking over the entirety of Asia. Yeah, I'm just going to call it here. I'm not even going to put this in an extra episode. Instead, we can just sit back and admire our trade. Admire our glorious trade that we're getting it all. Samarkand, yeah, controls Samarkand. I mean, it doesn't look like much here, 12, but it adds up. 18. Look at that, incoming 27. Oh yeah, includes Siberia, which has so much local power there. Then Kazan, which it becomes like, outgoing 37 becomes 41, 26 becomes, or 62 becomes 68, 69. All of those merchants. A single one from a trade company, even though we're Western. And I could go make trade companies if I was to continue to push into China and just turn all of Beijing into a trade company and get an extra merchant that way. But no, I have no need to. We got our achievement. We froze our assets. Even though, in real life, that would be a very, very bad thing because we'd be going bankrupt. And yes, instead we are just ridiculously prosperous. 120 ducats a month. Like, what?